But when it came back and they said, oh, you can't stay on the trial, you've just got to go on standard treatment, it's just chemotherapy and that's what I'm on, you know, Abraxane and carboplatin, and I've had to have a dose reduction for that because it was really brutal, the carboplatin. I realised that, you know, things had massively changed, and then changing your subtype like that has opened up the option of, you know, getting the chemotherapy, but I lost a line of treatment of targeted HER2 therapy, which is a massive loss to people. And also I didn't get on the clinical trial. Also I was tested for PD-L1 mutation, and which you tested for immunotherapy for triple negative breast cancer, and unfortunately I wasn't PD-L1 receptive, so it is just bog standard chemotherapy that I'm on at the moment. So yeah, I think there needs to be a massive awareness of what can happen to people with receptors changing, and I know that they can change from HER2 to triple negative, and I know that they can change from ER positive to triple negative. And I also know that in America there was a lady who I was aware of who had triple negative breast cancer, and she had run out of lines of treatment. They did a biopsy then, and she changed from triple negative to HER2 positive. So it sounds to me like there needs to be a lot of research, and you know, we need to call out the research community looking into clinical trials and the research in relation to this, about why this is changing, how it changes, whether it can be stopped, whether you can make it change to a different subtype, which may then bring other options available for patients. Because like Sandy, she lived for 20 years on, you know, living with metastatic breast cancer. So I think this is a really important issue. And the biggest issue is that because we don't have the data, we don't have this information. So on my story, on what's happened with me, nobody can see that change. If you have de novo disease, you're followed all the way through. If you have a recurrent disease, you're not followed through, and you know, nobody can see what's happening to your disease. So there's no story there, and we need that information. We have to have more research on this and why it happens.